The Ooni sisters have come out to make a very, very huge confession to Olori Naomi. If we would want to pick on the history of the Ooni sisters in the palace, we would know that these women have played a very, very vital role in the existence of the palace, and since their brother became the Ooni of Ife. These women have done a lot of things that, if their brother does not have self-control, that man would have had a very, very big and a serious issue with them. But because this man is just gentle, he's just one personality that doesn't have an issue, he's just one person that you will love living around him. So he doesn't have much of problems like people would expect him to. And remember, he's a king, he's a custodian of the Yoruba culture. And no matter what happens, he would not get involved with whatsoever it is that people might want to drag him into. So right now, no waiting they happen. The Ooni sisters have come out to make a very, very huge confession to Olori Naomi. And remember that this is not the first time the Ooni sisters are doing this. It is more like when they get tired, when they get fed up, when they get to that point that they are at their elastic limit. That is when they remember Olori Naomi, and they begin to make all sort of confessions to her, telling her all that she needs to know. Remember, let's backdate back to last year when Naomi was meant to return back into the palace. They were the ones who went for shopping. They bought her all the traditional attires and every single thing she was going to need when she finally comes back. And they did not just buy, they bought it as an apology. Yes, according to them, it was more like an apology that they were tendering before her. Why did they do these things? Because they took bribe. They took things that they were not meant to take just to please other people and then be against what their brother wants, what their brother truly loves. And when it came to that point that it has become so obvious that no matter what you people do, it will not hinder Naomi from returning into the palace. These women started making a U-turn all of a sudden. But that was not just the only reason why they made a U-turn. That was not just the only reason. Because it became so obvious that their Miriam and Ronke were not ready to stop. Yes, because if the Ooni sisters come out to speak about an issue today, people knew, everybody began to know, and then everybody will be like, who has paid these ones today? Because it was neither they were going for Miriam, they were going for Ronke. So it is just tied around one thing, and that one thing is the fact that these women were being paid for the things they said. So at some point when they went to meet their brother, the point where they knelt down to greet their brother at an event in the palace, they made a statement that he should pardon them for being thrilled away by gifts and items from other people, making them forget that their brother wants a particular thing. And during that period, they told their brother that whatsoever he wants, it is what they want. Whatsoever it is that he wants with him for himself, it's what they want to. And during that period, they began supporting so well. They went ahead to make shopping, buy a lot of things, traditional wears, traditional attires, the beads, jewelries, and every single thing that Naomi would need when she finally gets to return back into the palace. And it was, of course, all nice, yes, because they got every single thing she needed for her when she will get back into the palace. And then today they have come out to make another huge announcement again. And this time around, what are they making? They have come out to tell Naomi that no matter what happens, no matter what transpires in the palace, she still remains she still remains who their brother wants. She still remains that one particular person their brother wants. So for them, they are going to be there for her. They are going to support her, and they are going to give her that maximum support she needs to survive in the palace, because they have seen lately that all that is happening in the palace has turned into a political game, a competition that if you are not mentally fit for it, you cannot survive it. That is what the Ooni sisters are telling Olori Naomi. And now if you'd want to look at these things in a more critical state, you would understand that none of these things is a lie. Yes, Naomi came out some time back to make mention of the palace is turning into a political home, and he does not appreciate it because even the Ooni himself has no concern with politics. Yes, the Ooni has no concern with politics. So while his wives being involved in politics, because it was beginning to be like the palace has turned into a political arena, that everybody is what running a campaign anyhow the person wants in order to win. That is how these women were showing off the palace to people, and of course nobody liked it. Yes, nobody liked that singular fact. And my people, here we are right now. The only sisters have still come out to give Naomi an assurance. This is an assurance that no other Olori gets. When the Oni's elder brother comes out to speak, we see how he speaks in favor of Naomi. See, they say that put some respect to yourself so that people would respect you. It doesn't. These are things that we need to consider. These are things that we will gradually need to hear them and uphold them. These are things that we would need to look into, because Naomi has put some respect on herself. Naomi has upheld her. She has upheld herself. She has upheld every single thing that is worth holding strong, and she has not let any single thing come into the picture. She has not let any single thing become the reason why she drifts or she slumbers. This woman is strong. This woman is beautiful. She's resilient. She's vivacious, and she's one of the best things that has ever happened to the history of the Ifa kingdom. My people, this matter, it don't tie wrapper. Yes, you don't tie wrapper. Because if you would want to look at the Oni sisters very well, these are people that behave like, when I am broke, I don't have a decision. But when I am back on track, I have a decision. So right now, could it be that they are back on track, or they are broke, or what exactly is happening to them? But this very assurance they have given Naomi, it is all that Naomi needed to hear for the day. Yes, seriously, it is all that Naomi needed to hear for the day, because this is an assurance that every woman deserves to hear from the husband's sisters, from her in-laws. This is assurance that every woman deserves to hear, and Naomi has heard it on a platter of gold. She has heard it effortlessly. She has heard it without struggles. These are the things that makes these women come after her all the times. Yes, these are the things that makes these women, they're always fighting her, they are always trooping, they are always this, that, Naomi this, Naomi that, and all of those things. Because what? She has respected herself to be respected by others. Yes, she has known that. Can these women ever do this? They don't have the patience. They in fact, they don't have the patience. They say patience is a virtue, but they lack it. They lack it. But today, Naomi have exuded all of these characteristics, and she's that one person who everybody loves, who everybody holds at high esteem, who everybody wants in the palace so bad. So my people, if you never subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, and if in case you don't subscribe, thank you. But you see that bell way there by the side, ring am. Anytime where fresh matter take drop like this, now you go be the first to see am, because on top this palace matter where we did like so, nobody go like miss am. Yes, nobody go like miss am.